What advice would you like to give to our guests if they want to improve on their speeches or even small talks?
Come here. Come here and participate. I remember one thing that my friend told me, and it's pretty obvious once he told me. He said, he's an engineer just like me. He said, we do all the work, and those who can talk take all the credit, take all the bonuses, take all the promotions, and I've seen it happening again and again and again, especially people who come from outside, whose native language is not English there, and from people who have come from outside India and Asia and other places. This public speaking is not at all ingrained into us. We are supposed to be shy. I think we are falling behind in our jobs, in our lives, in our careers because we can't talk. I don't advocate talking gas. I hate those, no. But talking substance. Most of us have substance here. You got to let it out.
Thank you. The floor is open. Please.
Yeah.
Let's do it first.
Okay.
I wanted to learn more about mind map that you talked about. What is it?
Mind map is actually very simple. So suppose, let's say this something here like my life, okay, my childhood, my adulthood, my job, my marriage, my kids. There are branches. Now each branch has sub-branches, right? So you arrange the information in that fashion. So if you go and Google mind map, just look at the images. There's tons of ways in which it's completely up to you, free. Color, different colors, different ways of arranging, different techniques of arranging, and there are softwares also. The software that I liked after a lot of research is Goggle. It's like Goggle but C, Goggle.it, COOGLE or something .it. It's pretty good. Yes.
So, 2 questions. 1, you've been doing this for a while. Are you still nervous when you get up on stage in front of a bunch of strangers?
It depends on the level I'm speaking at. Here, no. Club or area contest, no. Division contest, little bit. District, oh, yeah. So it depends on. So the fear or nervousness never really goes away. You grow bigger than it. So because I have talked to so many clubs and so many times, now I have grown bigger than my fear or nervousness. But again, there are places, if you throw me in front of 1,000 people on a stage with paid audience, I'm gonna, right?
Yeah. Second question. Alberto is also my nemesis, as I mentioned. Do you believe that it's better to come up with an original speech every contest, or the same speech and make it better every time?
I've done both. If you are speaking in the same club, if you give the same speech, let me backtrack. Albert and I have diametrically opposite styles, right? What Albert does is, his speech is nailed word to word, body language to body language, expression to expression, intonation to, he's like nailed everything. Mine, everything, same speech, words are similar, but every time it's different. So styles is different. So you gotta find your style first, right? So my style, it's easier to give the similar speech because I just have to learn a couple of things. For him, not so much, but I know that he has used same speeches again and again. He has like 3 or 4 speeches he keeps using. Anybody else? Yes.
So I have heard that you have been giving many excellent speeches. How do you prepare the speech, and then how do you practice your speech? Will you share the experience on that?
Sure. There are 2 ways to prepare contest speech you're talking about.
Even this one or non.
Okay. typically what I do is how much time you have, divided by, subtract 2 minutes and divide by 2. So I had 12 minutes, subtract 2, 10, divided by 2, 5. So I would have 5 stories. Okay? So 5 stories. In a contest, 6 to 7 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes, 3 stories. Right? Then I would first think of a theme. What is my message? What am I trying to achieve? What are the people supposed to go home with for giving me like 7 minutes of their life? Then I choose 3 stories to align with that message, who support that message. And then I come up with a shocking opening or a curious opening or a question. And then I always believe in coming back to where I started, to tie it up. So beginning, end, tie it up, 3 stories, message. One message. You can't have 1.5 message, 2 message, no. One message. Yes.
Yeah, you mentioned about giving professional speeches, right? How did you get into that? How did you get the first attempt?
Yeah, so actually, I was training kids since I was in 10th grade, mentoring, one-on-one, right? So that I was doing for a long time. The jump from one kid to many happened after I joined here. So initially I offered free classes, like I just floated in my community, hey, I'm gonna teach speed reading. People showed up, I set up my garage and I started the classes. And slowly I built my confidence. Initially free, then slowly charging them, and then heavily charging them. So I used to charge $25 per kid per hour and 15 kids in a class. So that's the level I reached. So slowly, gradually, first free, then slowly. But you gotta find your passion. Like, if you tell me to train adults, I don't want to do it. I'm only interested in kids and parenting, and that's all I'm going to do. Yes.
You said it has been you have worked with kids and professionally with kids, right? So not with adults.
Parents.
Okay.
But
So another thing is, have you been professionally mentored by somebody like Cynthia Stott or somebody?
not really. No.
Professional mentoring, not YouTube thing, professional.
No. I have not. Yes.
I have a question regarding practicing speeches, because when I did my icebreaker speech, initially for one session here, we didn't have enough speakers, so I just went and practiced. And then I did it better that day, and I went home and I tried practicing. I don't know, maybe I tried to fit in the structure or something. But when I did my icebreaker speech, I did within time and followed some framework and all, but I felt like I did better when I did my first one.
So here the spur of the moment was better than the structure.
Yes.
Possible. Absolutely. You can be my style, not Albert Moore style. So it's very much possible. People are, yeah. And the way I practice is once I have the start, 3 stories and end nailed, I start talking about my start and listen to myself. And so I just do 30 seconds 5 times, go away, come back, and then include the first story. So then I'm doing 2.5 minutes, go away, come back. And that's how I build my speech. I don't write down the whole speech and then practice the whole speech, not like that. I just build step by step. And throughout the build process, you get new ideas, so you keep changing.
You know?
Yes.
You never use PowerPoint, it's just like Excel or PowerPoint?
I have used PowerPoints. For work, you have to. But
No, no, for giving
for
speeches.
here, not really. Because here technology is not really there. So
No, we have projector.
No, that time when I was here, my first innings here, TV was not there, the projector, so I never really used it. I saw people fiddling with it, struggling with it, and I said, okay, forget it. If I have to, I'll take a printout and show. That's it. Anybody else?
One last question maybe.
Go ahead.
In your journey, has the feedback from any of the members helped you in any way or influenced you in being a better speaker than you started with?
Absolutely. I mean, all of you are here. So many of you. Murthy was my mentor when I joined. So many phone calls I had with him to get started, and throughout my first CC manual, everybody has contributed. And remember that time I used to give that speech. Once I win the club, I used to come back and give that speech, and then that time feedback used to be everybody feedback, right? So that helps me next to go to the next level. And people used to be bored with my same speech again and again, but I still used to come and do it just as I was advancing through various levels. So feedback is absolutely critical. Prasad has given me wonderful feedback many times. So feedback from people is very crucial. I have taken feedback from outside the club as well a few times. Albert Moe has been big on one of my big influences. He has given me, even if we are competing, he is still he's not that type of he's good, yeah. So many people have given lots of feedback, and without it you can't really prosper. One thing is, you are your biggest critic also, so try to record yourself and watch it. You will learn far more. Many people feel shy about watching themselves, right? It feels a little awkward. That's okay, just right, Shweta? So try to watch yourself. That will teach you far more than 3 people giving you feedback. But 4 or 5 people giving you feedback is more than that. Yes?
Do you practice equally online and in-person speeches?
I don't like online. I just don't like it. I've never won good contests online. I've always lost them.
But at work, do you have to do it?
Sorry?
At work, do you have to give presentation?
At work, at work you don't start the camera on me. You just are talking to a PowerPoint to a bunch of people who are not talking. So those are different. Online, I really didn't enjoy. I'm really happy COVID is over, and from next time, all contests are supposed to be in person. I've never won online contests so far. I don't like it. Yes.
Do you want to take that as a challenge?
What?
Winning an online contest.
From next time, there is no online contest. We're done.
We'd like to hybrid next year.
Sorry?
We'd like to be hybrid next year, but if you had a choice, you'd want to be in person.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm a part of another club in South Bay, Speak. It's in NVIDIA. That's where I saw Jensen. And they have a hybrid club, truly hybrid club, meaning they have it's in NVIDIA, so technology is awesome. So they have people joining from online as well as in person. So there I have tried both, and whenever I'm speaking, I go there. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the wonderful session, Ninad. And thank you all the guests for the wonderful questions. If you have any more questions, feel free
Yes,
to reach out to Ninad.
absolutely.